So hello everybody. So welcome to another solo printing podcast, The Power of Print. So today we're kind of changing things up a little bit, and we have a guest co-host. Lorenzo is taking a little bit of a break, so we brought in Freddy Latour, who's our business development manager here at Solo. He's part of the sales team and also runs part of the sales team. So. I'll let Freddie kind of get a high level, kind of give us how did so how long you been here, how did you get here? So
yeah, absolutely. So happy to be here. Happy to finally have been called up from the bullpen to join the podcast. As Robert mentioned, my name is Freddy Latour, and I'm the business development manager here at Solo Printing. I've been with the company now 11 years full time, 12 years if you count the internship. But yeah, so I started off at Solo as a sales rep, working underneath Robert, and then as of about 3 to 4 years ago, transitioned, still doing sales, and then also transitioned over to a business development manager role, and I now have a team of 4 individuals underneath me. So
what do you? So give us again high level. I mean, we don't need to get into the weeds, but what's your day look like? What do you on a daily basis? I mean, you still manage a fair amount of accounts. Mm-hmm. You lead the minority diversity initiative. So I mean, you wear quite a few hats during the day, and then you develop some new talent that we're bringing in to kind of bring into a sales role. Mm-hmm. So give us kind of what is paint a picture of one of your
to unpack there. Yeah. So going to the kind of the day in the life and specifically the kind of accounts that I target. So being that my Solo Printing is 100% minority owned, founded by your uncles, I really try to leverage that in order to meet the large corporations out there, because all these companies have what's called the supplier diversity program. So that's kind of, like we always discuss, it's not guaranteed business, but it helps us kind of a little bit of a backdoor-ish.
Yeah.
And
seat at the table.
Yeah. So I try to leverage that. Where Solo Printing is specifically part of the Florida Council, FSM, SDC for short. So I'm constantly engaged with the council, go to networking events. We actually have one coming up tomorrow.
But you sit on one of the boards for the regional council.
Yeah, so a part of the council has it's called the input committee. So we're the voice of the businesses that are part of the council. So we're just advocating for ourselves and for other minority-owned businesses. Going out to these large corporations, saying, hey, how can we help? How can we start doing business together? Give us an opportunity. Give us it's not a hand me out, but give us a chance to prove ourselves and show our worth. Because a lot of these corporations, they wanna do business with people who reflect their customer base. Yeah. So that's where we come into play. So it's that's a great tool that we leverage for sure.
Yeah, and then another big part of your role is it's kind of the one that's been developing over the last 4 years or so. Mm-hmm. Is kind of business development, not only with the enterprise customers, but now with a team of new talent, of green talent, mm-hmm. that's just starting in the industry, kind of learning the ropes of what commercial print is. So your task there is also helping them get them to the next level, help hold their hand maybe for the first 6 months to a year, and then kind of they start flying on their own, and you're there as support.
Yeah, that's something like you mentioned that I started taking on about 4 years ago or so, that I'm very passionate about as well. Bringing in green, new talent and teaching them the ropes, because a lot of people, they don't know the ins and out of printing, and a lot of people think you press a button, it comes out.
Yeah, commercial print.
Exactly.
There's so many different. Yeah. The commercial print is or print in general is very diverse.
Exactly.
A lot of different things.
So it's something I'm definitely passionate about. We've hired, we have, like I said, 4 now, and it's just managing them, but also developing them and leading them to go out, to be successful. To go out and build their own book of business. just help them out,
Yeah.
as much as possible.
So what, you mentioned, we obviously target a lot of enterprise clients. So I mean, that's obviously a big target for us. What do you think are some of your pain points or our pain points, I guess, with some of those clients, those large clients? 'Cause I get asked that every once in a while by our large enterprise clients, like, how can we do better? So I mean, it's not easy to get in, I mean, it takes a lot of work. It's a long sales cycle.
Yeah.
So what are some of your major pain points?
Yeah, so from what I've seen, sales cycle with these large enterprise customers is, 3 to 5 years, more or less. You got to be very patient. You got to be persistent, professionally persistent. You don't want to be too pushy either. And timing is everything, because these enterprise customers, they're not going out and looking for new vendors on a daily basis. Typically there's a bidding process. They might be under contract for 3 years with some renewals. So that's why I try to say, it's the 3 to 5 year process. In terms of pain points, it's getting that seat at the table and making sure that you're able to capitalize when the opportunity presents itself. And what I mean by that is, these enterprise customers, they can't take on much risk, So you need to make sure when you're getting your opportunity, you've got your insurances in place, you've got your financials in place, that way, when it does come up,
they vet us out.
Exactly. Because the last thing that these companies want is to have a partner that's dropping the ball on them. Yeah. So we need to be ready to go and capitalize opportunities once they present themselves.
Yeah, and that's something, I think we've talked, me and Lorenzo and several of the other podcasts, that's something that, it's kind of our foundation here at Solo is that we've built, and we have all those tools. So hopefully it makes your life and the sales team's life a little easier to be able to say, hey, I mean, we're not running out of our garage.
Exactly.
In somebody's house. Like we have a real facility with real equipment, with real infrastructure. I mean, we've spent a ton of time and money and just resources.
Look at all the money we're spending on cybersecurity
part, on IT infrastructure, then on equipment. I mean, so that helps us. That helps solidify or make it easier for them to actually give us a look.
Exactly.
And allow us to sit on the table. And then, like you said, it's not like it's handing anything to us. There's still a process we have to go through. There's still some vetting that we have to go through and pricing, which is, unfortunately pricing supersedes, a lot of other things, which shouldn't, I mean, there's still timeliness, quality, I mean, those all still gotta be met, but,
at the end of the day, you gotta be competitive,
it's still pricing, so. But yeah, I mean, that's a big part of our business. I mean, we chase a lot of business, a lot of different type of business. So that's just part of it. But.
Yeah, and I got like you touched on. I mean, it definitely makes my life easier. The new reps that come in, their lives easier. That we have the back end infrastructure in place to be able to allow us to go after these big accounts. I tell everybody I could sell a job, once, but without having a good customer service team, without having the pre-press guys, the guys in the plant, running the presses and the bindery equipment. I mean. After one job, we drop the ball, it's
one and done. Yeah, one and done.
So that's a good thing about us. We have a lot of long-standing customers, which is testament to the kind of operation that we run here. I mean, since I've been here 11 years, I have customers that have been with me for almost 8 to 9 of those years, which is impressive. And then Solo as a whole, we've got customers for 20 plus years, or probably more than that. So that's testament to kind of the operation that we run here for sure.
So yeah, I mean. But that was, we appreciate your time stepping in, kind of giving us a little. We'll definitely.
Hopefully I did good and I'll get invited.
See if after Jackie views it and decides if you make a cut again.
Hopefully.
But no, thank you. Appreciate it. Again, just kind of showing everybody a little bit of the faces behind Solo. Kind of, it's not just me and Lorenzo. There is a whole team here. So. Might be something we do more often. Is kind of bring in a guest host to kind of give a little bit of what your day to day is, so people understand what we do here. So certainly appreciate it. Appreciate everybody watching. Keep following us, and we'll keep trying to come up with some creative talking points to continue the podcast. So
awesome.
Thanks again, everybody.
Thanks for having me.
Have a great day.
Take care.